Greenwood Stock Trading coming at you with a market review. Forgot what to say. So yeah, we finally got together a good trade. As you can see, we've drawn trend lines. Always have trend lines because you can always go back. Mainly we trade SPY. We've traded SPY, but SPX is just so rewarding. You're right. I mean, it's just. I mean, you get a move. First of all, you got a stock that's 4,000 points, and then to really make a difference, especially end of the day, you need a 10 or 20 point move from out of a 4,000 points. So, looking at SPY, where do we go from here? Right now, where we're completely oversold. Okay, we were completely oversold last week before we ran. Before there was a little bump before the Fed talk. But I like to go back and see what we did at previous levels. So number one, I'm not using the volume profile. I've already had too many indicators. I'm keeping it simple. But right now, look at similar setups. Okay, and I've highlighted some of those. This one was one. Let me highlight this. Let me highlight this real quick. So this was one box that I wanted to keep an eye on. Right now we are in this box. Where does it go? We don't know. And before that, this box, let me edit this. Edit. Can I edit the drawing? Edit properly. Edit this rectangle. All right. Forget it. It's not the time to do it. But basically, the last time we had a real big sell-off, what did it look like? We got a move from 417 all the way down to 370s. Now, that's going to be drastic unless, I think this was CPI data. It's going to be drastic unless we really, unless some more fundamental underlying problems arise. So, we got Taiwan with aggression towards China right now. So, I mean, who knows? There could be a catalyst. But right now, we're just looking at all of the different levels, the key levels. So, I like to look here. When's the last time we engulfed? Well, I talked about that on my Twitter. And I talked about that also on my my premium channel. So, when we got engulfed, like this is my green light right here. Once we got engulfed at 400, which was about 4,005 on SPX, I said it's go time. All right. I said we got completely engulfed, and now it is time to put on a position. So I'll walk you through the trade. Basically, when we didn't gap down, this was a good thing, but you know why? Because that gives the intraday move more validity, more range. And my internet, I mean, they just don't want us to have a good session for some reason. I want them to help me. Okay, bear with me for a minute. You're seeing a live delay. Either way, let me see if I can pull up my other chart just for fun. All right, yeah, let's pull up the other chart. We don't need internet for that. Right now we're looking at what happened. Okay, I'm not going to be able to change time frames because I'm having technical difficulties, rather. So once we got this move down, again, 439.10 puts was what I was looking at. Now, I probably should have been on here before we even got down to this point. But the thing is, I wanted confirmation. All right, confirmation is important because where did we fall? What's the low for the day before? What's the low of the week? The low of the week is right here. Okay, at 417. So I need that break to be confirmed. Otherwise, we're gonna jump the gun. And after we jump the gun, you're gonna end up in a situation where it bounces and then it starts another rally, and then your premium is gonna be gone. So we're trading SPX puts. We are in it, at 406, 405. Now, of course, as soon as I get in around 406, after we get this confirmation, this low of the week confirmation, as soon as I get this, I almost got shook out. We went all the way back up to 409. Okay. From 406 to 409, I think I'm down like 20% or something like that on my premium. But I always like for the 5-minute candle to confirm. Okay. Just because we get a green candle doesn't mean we need to freak out. I'm confirming all the way down. If this next candle is green, I'm exiting. If this next candle does not confirm that we have reached the bottom and we're bouncing and moving up, then I stay in my short. This was the most beautiful candle we could have asked for. It was the biggest candle. Let me see. I think this was the biggest candle since the huge sell-off. And I still don't even think. I think right after the Fed reported, let me see. We have this was a 20-point candle. Yep. 39.87 to 4,007. Okay. The Fed candle was 68, 70, 80. Yeah, so 22. So we got a 20-point candle right here exactly once we hit it. Now, if you're not starting off on your trade profitably, you probably want to close it. There is a such thing as being patient, but you don't want to hang around and hold bags. Okay. We got a 20-point candle, which sent my profits on this position. I mean, I was texting my buddy. I was texting Dr. Stonks, messaging. It went from 200 to 300 to 400 to 500, 600 to 700. Every single minute, I was up another 100%. Okay, during this move right here. So we got a slight bounce, and before you know it, unfortunately, I was going to put in my stop. Before I could even put in my stop, we get two huge candles. I get stopped out on this one. And we were out with a 300% gain. So should have took profits. We should have locked in about 500 to 600% gains, maybe even more. But again, I was thinking the market would go sideways and then continue down. It actually did go sideways, but the rally took out all the premiums, and then we double bottom. So right now, I'm looking at anytime I see a double bottom like this with a green bar engulfing or harami, I am thinking bullish rally, because now we've tested the bottom twice. Once 39.69, 39.65, and the market said no lower. All right. So we went from $25. Again, you don't have to start. You don't have to go just go big. Okay. You can definitely start with a small amount. You don't have to go all the way in. Start with a small amount and let it ride. And then manage your risk. So let's look at what SPX looks like. I'm gonna switch to. Well, let me see if I can get my internet back. Okay, trying to get my internet back. You can let these things ride. Okay. Once you get a feel, go small. Manage your risk. Don't risk a whole lot. Size in once you get a feel of everything. Now, like I said, this was a killer from 42.02 all the way down to 40.50. I mean, you can't ask for it. You're looking at 150 points. Okay. So I thought we could possibly get something like that today. We bottomed out and just didn't go any lower. Now, we had a similar move when the Fed spoke from 41.28 to 41. So we had a 10-point rally, which is not terrible. But again, we just kept falling lower and lower and lower. So what I wanted to emphasize was that whenever you're starting out in the trade, give it minimal time to work out. Okay, I say minimal meaning you need to start off winning. Okay, it's okay for 5 minutes It's okay if you're neutral, but if you start losing, consider cutting the trade and just understanding that your timing was not there. Okay, reposition. Try another price, strike price. Look at repositioning. Look at where support and resistance is. Now. So basically, just wanted to walk you through that trade. Right here, the premiums were around $25, and it just kept falling. It was 25, it was 50, it was 75, it was 100, and once we got to the bottom, it was 200. It was $200. So $2, $2 premium, which means 200 in options terms. So just wanted to see. We're trying to add value. Everything's out. Trying to add value. We're trying to do everything that we can possibly do to get you on the right side of the trade. Again, we're giving you these levels. We said the levels would be right here. Once we broke the level, just waiting for the low, the break on the low. You see these highs didn't hold above this trend, above this range. Oops. Didn't hold. So then we pull back. Once the support didn't hold, then we go lower. I am surprised we didn't go lower than we did today. But again, that's why I use Celts at times, because these Celts tell you now very, very, I just lost that. Very, very seldom are you able to go below these Celts and these moving averages without a snapback. Okay, so once you get too far above these moving averages, like this VWAP, it's going to snap back. Once you get too far below, it's going to snap back. So again, hope I added some value. We're going to be looking at some 0-day expirations tomorrow. We're going to be looking to see where the market opens up. If we get an inside candle, then I'm thinking we most likely ride higher. And if that's the case, if we do go higher, then we're going to end up rallying right back up to the support, up to the resistance, and then selling back off. Now, if the market bottoms and we get a chance to go flat, and we can hold 4,000 on ES, we can hold 4,000 on SPX, we can hold 400 on SPY, then the market can rally, saying, hey, the Fed tightening is not that bad. But remember, always look at fundamentals and technicals. Fundamentals and technicals go hand in hand. Don't just look at the chart. Look at the chart being your number one decision-making factor. However, be aware that the fundamental macroeconomic circumstances, okay, are the reason why those ticks on the chart exist. They feel a certain way. They think a certain thing about the market at this price based on what's going on, based on earnings, or based on the Fed, or based on the global climate, inflation, shortages, surpluses, gold, commodities, whatever the case may be. Understand where the money is being made. It's being made in the macro area. It's being made in the macro area, and that reflects usually in the technical space. Last 2 weeks there was a bunch of short covering. Why? Because the shorts had already made their money pushing down 400 points on the S&P and 40 points on SPY. So now once the market is rallying back above these levels where they started shorting, and after they've taken profits, they have to buy back those shares, which causes a rally. That's why the volume was so low, because there were no real bulls in there. It was all short covering almost. So just understand the little nuances about the market to help your trading. All right, like, share, subscribe. Any questions, greenwoodstocktrading@gmail.com. You can message me on Twitter, email me, Discord, link in the description. You can join my premium channel for all my option entries. And God bless. Talk to you later.